So Jean-Louis Costes, my first husband, and he's about to tell one of my favorite stories of his, which is his South American poop story. Take it away, Jean-Louis.
In fact, I went 15 days in the jungle and I didn't bring any food. That's pretty unbelievable, but it's true. I thought I would arrive and the Indians say, hello. I thought I would pay some food from the Indians, but they didn't pay any attention to me. They didn't want to sell the food because they're not really interested in money and they didn't have enough food. So I didn't eat almost at all. Then, when I got back to the big city, I got crazy on food. For the first time in my life, I had missed everything for such a long period. And I went in like 10 restaurants, tasting every food, eating everything. And in the streets are small markets that sell fruits. I eat every fruit. Then I took another bus a long way, all night long, and the bus didn't stop. It didn't stop. And I began to have intestinal problems, but really big ones. It was working in there. It was working. So I had to try to close my ass. At the beginning, I was closing normally. My ass closed itself. But at the end, I had to close by hand. I was going to explode. A gentle pressure is not enough after a while. It was too bad. My fingers had to go up. So suddenly, the bus stops. I get out the bus, I take my pants down, and explode. I try to go by the side of the bus. It was at night, but it was a city, a marketplace, so it was very crowded. 100 people wait to take the bus, try to sell things. It sounds like a greyhound, and pow, explodes. The hugest mountain of shit I've never seen. Like a buffalo shit. A huge thing you can't believe. I didn't take time. I did it in a huge thing you can't believe. I did it in one. It was like, blow. It was clean and soft. The mountain, not hard, no liquid. It stands, but it falls down slowly. Like an ice cream on the verge to become liquid. But not yet. But much bigger than an ice cream it was. It was a super cup. The police came to ask me my passport because I was shitting in the middle of... Maybe it was not normal to be exploding like that. They threatened me about the Hugs mountain of shit. I didn't say it was me, but they knew from their spies. Because, you know, in those countries, they have their civil police who spy in the gringos when they go out of the bus. They could be leftists or something. So they're spy, the gringo, and they see the gringo make an explosion, and they call the police station.
What is your name again?
Mateo.
Thank you, Mateo. Oh, so good, so good. Do you know how many times I've heard that story, and I was still like, I can't control myself. It's so good. this next one is, can we get Bill Callahan and the neighbor up here? So in 1992, Bill Callahan of Smog, Dame Darcy, Cindy Dahl, Seymour Glass of Banana Fish, and I lived together on the Russian River in Guerneville. It was a gay resort town, and there was just one heterosexual lane, and we lived on that one by chance. And and our neighbors were they were heterosexual fighters, and so they were always fighting. And this was actually not that new to me and Bill, because we had lived before in the heterosexual lane of Rochester, New Hampshire, where everyone was fighting. And I think it's because we were poor, so we would always go where it was poor, and I just think poor people are just more physical. So I love them. I love poor people. And so let's see. I guess, where's your coat? It was so perfect.
I'm sorry. I put it away.
Oh, where is it? I'll grab it. It's so good. It's so Bill.
Okay.
Like, you just have that naturally. You didn't try. That's amazing.
I didn't know I was supposed to keep the coat on.
Oh, no. I had no idea. No, like, you look like Bill now, but when you had the coat on, you were just like so Bill. And for him to have the coat on in the house, it was just like, oh, yeah. Like,
Whatever you need.
oh, I like those words. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'll just let you be uncomfortable up here all alone for a while.
It's all the way in the back. I kind of sort of hid it. It's by the door, like by the back door. Yeah.
We can wait for great art. We can make sacrifices.
It's on the shelf.
Oh, he's not even done, you guys. Like, this is serious.
I'm Bill. You're right there.
I'm here to meet the neighbors.
I'm Bill.
I'm Jack. I have to meet the neighbors.
Come on in.
This house is so mellow. I've never met you guys. Have a seat. What was your name?
Bill.
Bill. How old are you? About 19?
I'm 26. I just look 19.
I'm 48. So I'm allowed to be out for 5 years on ages. You want to hit a beer?
No thanks.
You don't drink? See, this is a dead-end road. We're all tight. Real tight. Nobody gets away with nothing. Anytime a cop car comes, it's either for me or Andy.
What do the cop cars come for?
Fights. I'm 48 years old and getting in fights. The last one, I made the papers.
What do you fight about?
I don't know. I think the last one was one of those, hey, how are you doing, motherfucker, type things. You know how you doing, motherfucker. What? You call me motherfucker? I didn't mean it in a bad way. You better watch your mouth, motherfucker. What? What's this? I hate cats. But it seems like they're always drawn to me. It's about all I can do to keep myself from tossing them out the window. You been to the coast?
I've been to what's that town? Tanner?
How did you do in geography class? The Pacific Ocean, the coast, man. Where you from? What's your name again?
Bill, New Hampshire.
Oh, my friend Andy spent time in New Jersey. It ain't no Cambridge, Massachusetts. There's Andy now. Andy's been drinking since 6:30 this morning. Andy, this is Steve.
Oh, we gotta come on in. Come on, don't be cold. Come on in. Everybody make a little bit more room. Come on, you guys. We gotta love your neighbor. We got a treat up here next. Yamatsuka Ai and your Lisa. Hi, Lisa. So Japanese noise shows and manga were the chaotic pinnacle of the 90s and featured heavily in roller derby along with Giro Gira Gegege and Mare's Bow and Hanatarash, which Yamatsuka Ai was in along with the Boredoms. One time I was just sitting around drunk in Rochester, New Hampshire, and I got a call, and it was Yamatsuka Ai, who I had met previously, and just for a minute, and it was really a thrill. So, sorry. Ring, ring. Hello, this is I.
Hi.
I want to interview you, but now translator can't make plan.
I want to interview you.
Oh, yes, really?
What time do you go to sleep at night?
Maybe 3 or 4 o'clock.
Decadent.
Today, yesterday, don't sleep.
You just got to the United States 2 days ago, so you're fresh.
No, sad.
Why sad?
Yes, do you remember me?
Of course I remember you.
We had our picture together at Suck Dog Show in New York.
Here's my first question. I want to know how you got to be such a sexy devil.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I want your telephone number.
You have my telephone number. You just called me.
Already, I can't English.
I like bad English.
Oh, yes.
Come to Boston. Take a train to Boston, and I'll take a bus to Boston, and we'll have a date.
I want to go.
Good. It will be fun. I'm so excited.
Oh, excited. Oh, yes. I'm too, but I'm very shy.
The guy who is whipping a circular saw around the audience saying this is war and love will destroy the world is shy. Shyness is normal for this type of performer, I think. Do you know what a date is?
Dave F.
And here is an excerpt from a transcript of the very first time I talked to the comic artist Dame Darcy. It was Love at First Here. It was 1991, and then we moved in together, we toured together, we made music and books together, and then she pulled out of the 2016 Suck Dog tour that she made me book when we were already going to Australia and everything. And I wouldn't speak to her for like 2 years, but then I gave up my grudge for Lent. Oh, this is so good. I just saw the rehearsals and like, oh, I got it. It just feels like I was there. Okay.
What sign are you?
Gemini.
Oh.
Always long for a twin early. Always, always, always.
I know. I'm going to be moving soon.
Where?
I don't know where, but I'm going somewhere.
You just had this call to move?
Yeah, I did.
Me too. I didn't know where I was going to move, though. I've been trying to think of ways I could get some money real quick so I could go to New Hampshire and take a vacation with you. I was thinking Missoula, Montana. Maybe we should move to Missoula, Montana. I've also been thinking about Boise, Idaho. Oh God, Lisa, I just did a spell last night. When I get sad, I make a Jell-O mold. It's my spell for happiness. My Jell-O mold's of a luxurious pig with lumps in his back and no legs. I love it so much. I'm gonna take Jell-O jiggles and cut little feet out of it and put them underneath the body. Oh God, it'd be so luxurious. The lumpy back, red Jell-O pig. As the snout at the end, these two huge bulbous eyes with these tiny little pupils. His back's completely covered with these little round humps, warts.
Where did you find the mold?
I found it on the street.
Do you think it was run over by a car or something?
I don't know. I think somebody handcrafted it. I don't know why would someone pound humps in the back of their pig mold. I mean, I'm really glad, but I don't think that many people would be.
Never underestimate the public, Darcy. There could be many very interesting people out there who would greatly enjoy lumps in their luxurious Jell-O pig. When I met Darcy some months later, she showed me the mold. It was a grape bunch mold.
Will you pass that around? Does anybody know what the grape bunch mold is? Everybody had it in the 70s. Like every single mother in the 1970s had the gold like grape mold that you put Jell-O in, and then it it's so sad that you don't know this. Can I get the people up here next? It's Ken Carver, Linda Eldridge, my stepmom, and Lisa from 1991. We're going to take a dark turn now. Here we have Ken Carver, killer of humans and animals, a pedophile, a genius, my dad. Lover of the sun, cigarettes, and hoop earrings. That's my stepmom, Linda. And there's me, like, I didn't even know what to do. Here they are being interviewed for roller derby, and actually it was 1990. Okay. Take it away, Ken and Linda and Lisa.
You met my father when he was 21. What was your first impression of him?
I thought he was the funniest looking person I'd ever seen in my whole life. I had all I could do not to laugh. He was tall, pathetically skinny. He was wearing brown, herringbone, high-water tweed pants, cowboy boots, and a yellow, blue, and white striped shirt.
Were you trying to improve on your natural attributes with your fashion sense?
I didn't care about my appearance in that sense. What I would do was work on overcoming the first impression. I would look to see what they wanted and then mold the appearance to be that way.
How did you meet my mother?
They met at a bar. Got drunk, he screwed her, she got pregnant. That's what he told me. I didn't even know what she looked like. Mary Ellen was supposed to stay in New Hampshire, have the baby, and give it to him.
I was living with my girlfriend Alice and going out with a nymphomaniac named Jackie. So there wasn't much room for Mary Ellen. As far as the baby, my criteria for that was that the mother had a certain minimum of intelligence, and she had it.
My mother says you've always been good at using people. take that as a compliment?
Words like use and manipulate are pejorative. What's the worst thing you could say about someone? That they don't have any use for them. So using someone is probably not a bad thing. Misusing them, maybe.
You misuse people. Your father will control his behavior, his likes, his dislikes to impress someone, to get them into his confidence. And once he's got them, will threaten or use punishment to control them. Your father's mean, a mean, nasty person. He'll admit that.
Are you mean?
No, I don't think so.
Well, although he doesn't say so, I think he was pretty miserable as a child. He was treated differently from the other kids. He built up an exterior, a wall, to keep himself from being hurt, and he's kept that wall.
What kind of punishments would you get?
I remember one distinctly. Broke my arm and got a concussion. I was 7 or 8. I don't remember what I'd done. Probably something. But it started upstairs, and I got knocked down the stairs into the TV, and it kept on going. I remember riding to the hospital and Whitey warning me, telling me what happened, which was I fell, and then got up and fell a few more times.
How did you go from selling nickel bags to running truckloads of drugs and guns?
He was pissed because the system's corrupt. We got arrested with 5 pounds, and when he went to court, there were only 3 pounds. He said, to hell with this. I want to go to Tucson, make some real money. So I said, let's sell the house and move there.
From Tucson, I'd go down to a cardboard shack in Nogales, Mexico, meet somebody, do 30, 60 pounds a load.
I was supposed to meet him at the border with the motorhome and see your father coming up the Mexican side when all of a sudden I'm surrounded by blue lights.
The 2 Mexican guys I was with dropped their loads and ran. I threw mine up on a roof and climbed the porch onto the roof. There must have been 6 or 7 cars with plenty of cops coming fast. I was sneaking around from one roof to another, one porch to another. Somebody had a dog that started barking at me, a tiny little thing. So I relieved that dog of his bark, and he hasn't barked at anybody since.
This is him now. He's in the Philippines. He just got a new wife. And unfortunately, my stepmom is dead, and he isn't. I miss my stepmom. It was so nice to see her again. And speaking of RIPs, come on in before you freeze to death. Gigi Allin is next. So I met the shock rocker Gigi in the 1980s in a bus station, and he was carrying a cassette in his pocket of the last time he had just done a show the night before in Texas for his. I went home and I listened to it, and it was actually really catchy songs at that time, and there was a lot of heckling with back and forth banter with the crowds, and then he shat in his hand and threw it at him and ran away into the night. And I thought that was just such a good, such an interesting life, and I wanted to have one exactly like it, and then I did. So thank you, Gigi. And this interview was when he was in jail. Where's Gigi's Lisa? What happened? Did you pass out? Where's Gigi's Lisa? You'll do it? Okay. I have to get the lines for you. Okay, you guys get comfy, and I'll get you the lines. You have yours? Oh, do you want me to give you the paper? That would be easier. Okay. All right.
Hi.
You know, it's free, so.
friend Elena. She might be here. She introduced me to. I knew Lisa Carver first, but her dad would write letters to this guy, and that was it.
Oh, he would write letters to G.G. Allin?
Yes, and now we're.
Your lines are red.
Okay, thank you so much.
Your lines have yellow.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, hang on, hang on. I'll get you. I'll get you all professional. And this is his prison window. My neighbor John made it. I live in another really poor white trash fighting area of Pittsburgh now, and my neighbor John has no idea what I do, and he doesn't want to know, but he just like does anything I ask of him. He's so cool. So, all right, G.G. Allin in prison interview. Take it away.
I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color.
Everybody has a favorite color, Gigi.
I never put much thought into this one.
I'll try to read your mind. Baby blue?
Baby food.
Baby blue.
Baby blue? No, absolutely not. I was thinking maybe when I get out of prison we should hook up, do a show together. A video.
When did you stop hating me?
I don't know. I stopped hating you today. Lisa, I never did stop hating you. That's what makes this so interesting.
Last time you said you wanted to make a video with me and Nick Zed, and Nick Zed would shoot it. He told me it was supposed to be a snuff flick.
That was then, Lisa. Times have changed.
What's your fondest memory?
Fuck, I don't know.
You must have a lot of time to think in there.
I've got a lot of time to think about things. I ain't got too many fondest memories to think about, though. What's up with you? I met some girl you worked with in Atlanta, Debbie Puff. I brought you up. She got real mad. She says she's done with all this shit. She does real music now.
Me neither. What are you going to do when you get out?
I gotta go down to Florida. I got some fucking charges down there I gotta go in front of and bullshit.
What's the last thing you got arrested for before you got arrested this time?
I'm naked after a show, chasing people down the street. I throw a bar stool into a car. Next thing I know, there's cops everywhere on me. I got maced, I'm choking. They put the handcuffs on me, took me to the hospital, I broke my hand. My head was all fucked up and shit. And they go, oh yeah, by the way, Michigan's gonna come and get you.
How do the other prisoners treat you?
They don't give me no shit. When I was on the Geraldo Rivera show and it came on, that was a big thing. 300 people piled in the TV room.
Whatever happened with my friend who you drank her piss?
Amy?
No. Sandra, blonde, big tits.
I don't know.
You cut her with a knife and Lenny broke it up.
Sandra, I don't know. She disappeared off the face of the earth. That whole crowd did.
I know. I came back from Europe and they were gone. Later I found out Sandra was doing exotic dancing in Russia. Do you know what your IQ is?
I have no idea. I took the test for 3 days when I got here. All these fucked up things, man, like, have you ever played Drop the Hanky, yes or no? I don't know what it means. Maybe I did. I think the psychiatrist needs a psychiatrist. I think I'll become one when I get out.
When I was looking on social media for actors or people to make the 90s come alive, everyone was really excited about it and couldn't wait, except for one, which was Boyd Rice. And on Facebook, where everyone's like really old, everyone told me to fuck off. And they even unfriended me. Yeah. So if you look up on AI, like who is Boyd Rice, it says a highly controversial father of industrial music or something like that. So also like I had a baby with him and stuff. So so I can't like really exactly pretend he doesn't exist. So anyway, he was a big part of the 90s. And so now we have the very first conversation he and I ever had, the very first words I ever said to him, and can you guys get up here? Acid 87. That's why he was the only one who was like, I'll be him. So. Okay.
Thank you.
And my really nice friend Christine plays me, who's really nice.
Every now and then, I run across someone who makes me feel naive, and I get that father feeling where I spill my guts and try to please them, but I also feel antagonistic and try to destroy them. Do people often react like that to you?
Always. People love me beyond the bounds of what's reasonable or appropriate, yet perceive me as a threat to their autonomy or so-called individuality. I'm always running into girls who have something about their father or want to be fucked by a guy dressed like a priest.
Do you get it from men too?
Oh yeah, completely. People have dressed like me, bought all the same records I listen to. At a certain point, they realize they're living in someone else's shadow, and they get pissed. It's tiresome. Don't blame me for what you're doing. I do it too. I think there are certain ideals that are irresistible, and you have to submit to them. When I see things that are irresistible, I just fall in line. I am consciously worshipful. So I never get in a position where I have to resent someone for making me unoriginal. I don't think anyone's original.
I had a dream you had a 6-year-old daughter, which is how old I was when my father went to prison. She flipped over her bicycle handles, and she told me it felt like diving into a pool of nothing. She just kept falling. You said in the dream your wife and child were like blades of grass. You could throw them away and not notice. In my dream, I was excited because I was encountering my father again in you, but this time I was neither your daughter nor your wife, and I was going to exercise control over you. This time it would be different.
Yeah. You seem to be aware of what's driving you. Most people aren't. There are scenarios that could be traps for you that, if you go into it with awareness, it could be a stepping stone instead of a stumbling block. It could be a beautiful slavery instead of a horrible slavery.
Fucking Nazi.
Hey, how gracious! Ooh, I need a cigarette after that.
So after that, I really had to talk to my best friend, Rachel, who's always been my best friend forever and ever, who's the funniest person I know. And to play me, we still have Christine, and to play Rachel, we have Rachel on the phone. Are you there? Hello. Okay. You gotta yell.
Rachel, I think Boyd likes me.
Boys?
Boyd. Boyd Rice.
Oh, I thought you said boys, and I was gonna see, like, all of them? Even the ones who like me? Lisa, he's a racist. What do you want me to say?
Well, a lot of people are hidden racists, hidden even from themselves. He has convoluted
intestines.
Whenever someone talks about race at all, they get labeled a racist.
Then what's the big deal? What's he famous for, anyway?
For being a noise musician, super intelligent, and a Nazi.
Ah, see, a Nazi. That means he's probably racist.
It's not clear. He likes to play with stuff.
Yeah, that can be seductive.
I don't like people with power. I'm attracted to people who explore the borders of power, test things. I think that's what he does. I'm not defending him. If I had to vote on whether or not he's a bad man, I'd say yes.
You know, you don't have to vote.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
You just called me to talk about Boyd. You don't even care about me and what I'm doing at all. You think I'm boring next to Boyd.
No, I don't. I think you're honest and clear as a beautiful lake.
No, but he's free as a Boyd.
I mean, you're a clear lake with depth, but he's a dark, impenetrable forest, and I want to go in.
You're hopeless. All I can say is I'll be here to haul you out of the den of iniquity when you're ready to emerge from the pit of Nazi decadence and perversion.
No, actually, I feel bad when I think people have died.
I know, but we're such white trash. We can't even relate. Like, you know, my people have suffered somewhere from hemorrhoids.
You know in Star Trek The Next Generation where Riker explains to the androgyne about how brutal, no, not brutal, primal. Not primal. Well, that rough sex can be good.
Yeah, but some people die during rough sex, like the Central Park murder.
No, what happened in Central Park was 5 guys beat a woman and raped her, but she lived.
Nuh-uh, that was a Central Park rape. The Central Park murder was when that yuppie guy and his girlfriend were having rough sex, you know, and he choked her with her undies, and then she died. You know, I've had some rough sex in my life. I'm a pervert.
I don't think you're a pervert.
I've been telling people I'm a pervert, and their eyes light up.
Oh, then I'm a pervert too.
No, you're not. You're a prude. And tell me about your sexual problem. It's me, Dr. Love.
I can't have sex with any one person for longer than a few months, and then it turns into a parent-baby thing. Not just in bed. I can't do all these things for myself anymore when the guy's around.
Maybe then incorporate being helpless into your sex life?
I mean, it starts out normal and great, and then I switch, and it's like I'm a real baby. And real babies don't care about sex. Anyway, I'm not just riled about Boyd. I have a lot of things brewing in my mind. I feel like I'm on a bike going 90 miles an hour downhill, and I'm burning all my bridges.
Me too, and I'm throwing off the yoke of love. I feel young and restless.
I feel short, yet tall.
I feel like Raymond Chandler.
We're in turbulent times.
Sorry, guys, you just get me now. This is. I don't even know how to use this thing. Oh, very good. Okay, so you might find this hard to believe, but I am a very religious person. I am always been very religious, which means I go back and forth between light and dark, back and forth between the devil and the angels, which is why I move all the time. And, so for me, the devil is, you know, my dad's doppelgangers who hurt women and animals. And the angels are the animals and the girls. So whenever I hear about a really bad man, I find out where he is and I go hunt him down and usually like marry him or something. And but then once I get him, it's actually exactly what I thought it would be, and it's awful. And I have nightmares and I can't sleep and I'm like sweating, and so I have to run away. So then I go wherever the girls and the animals are. And in 2021, I went to Botswana, which is really heaven. It's so nice. They don't have any. They don't allow big game hunting, no matter how much money you want to give them. And there's like baboons walking down the street in the capital, and bats and cattle and you know, monkeys everywhere. And they call every woman ma or sister, and they always are telling you how beautiful you are, like, all the time. And they call the guys uncle, and they're really, the guys are even nice. So anyway. So this is what I painted. I painted that before I went, and then whoops, I'm not very technical. Okay. So I went after 3 months. I went on safari up north, and so I thought that, first of all, I think it's so cool how they all hang out together. You know, they're like, even the predator and the prey, they hang out together at the watering hole, because, like, you know, you can't be killing all the time. So I thought that giraffes were entirely silent, but they are not. When courting, the male giraffe makes a sound like a man clearing his throat. Very seductive. And mothers hiss and cluck at their offspring. When darkness falls, these very social creatures make little noises so that they know that their buddies are out there. So they, don't worry, buddy, I'm here. Predator and prey, they didn't mind each other. You only die on one day. The other 8,000 days you live. So I guess, you know, you got to drink, you got to drink. As the sun, oh, wait a minute. Who gave me this? Who thought that I could use this? Okay, there we go. So here's there's the elephants are assholes. I was so excited to meet the elephants, and they are really jerks. They really wield their power. They they were coming down. They're the only ones that the lions are afraid of. And anytime they see lions, they'll come over and just like intimidate them. They're real bullies. And they don't like the humans either. I mean, we didn't bother anybody. We were just in our Jeep, and they would always chase us. But I don't mind. Like, anyway, yeah, there's one elephant that's not going to bother anyone anymore. As the sun descended, oh, fuck me. What is my major issue? Please. do the, yes. Have this, oh, there we go. Okay. As the sun descended, we drove away from the watering hole on the lion's path, and they padded along inches away from our Jeep. Their eyes were golden and enormous. Their paws, too. I could see many scars on their face and shoulders. That I didn't like enlarge. Like it was really that close. There, everyone was just going home. We reached our campsite and had dinner. Our campsite was just a cleared area with some tents. We were there like with the animals. It was really cool. So the cook understood veganism to mean less meat than usual, and then put a tomato slice on top. But since he hunted and raised his own meat, his own food, I thought, well, it's okay. I'm an animal too. I can eat an animal. So I took a shower, which was a box hanging with water, and the sun had warmed it all day. And then you just poke some holes in it with a knife and stand under it. That's your shower. Then I went to bed. I zipped up in my tent and was snug. I was awoken by a scream from right outside my tent, and then heavy breathing. By the light of my phone, I watched through the little plastic window a lion drag away a limp impala. We all rushed out of our tents and piled into the Jeep and tore out of there, following the eerie wailing that was the laughing hyenas' attempts to psych out the lions and steal their dinner. We drove in total darkness so as to not alert the warring creatures with our headlights. With the flash of our phones, we saw 4 young lions on their bellies dipping their blood-reddened faces into the impala's body like a trough, while their mother and elder brother ran interference on the 20 or 30 hyenas circling, their demon cries coming in waves. Oh, no, that's not it. It says Botswana too. It has the animals with it has the lions with their blood all bloody faces. Yeah. It might not be in here. Oh fuck. Okay. Well, you can imagine it. if you email me, I'll send you a bunch of pictures. I will. So to be coming out here on a moonless night, sharing this moment with my pack of humans was beautiful and thrilling and special, but at the same time it felt really normal. One animal dying, some animals eating to live, and some other animals attempting to steal the treasure so they can live, and some other animals watching it all from our Jeep and taking pictures because that's how we live. We were all in perfect harmony for one night. When we went back to our cots and our tents, instead of lying there with my thoughts racing as usual, I had none. When an animal closes her eyes, she sleeps. Oh, no, go back, please. So, look at these lovely people. Me too, why not? Look how happy I was. No way it could last, for I am a predator of predators. So, I got the itch. I booked a flight for Paris because if I want a bad man and I want opera, which are the 2 things that Botswana didn't have, I would have stayed there forever if not for those 2 things I was missing. I knew I would find him in Paris, so I went. My plane got in. I arrived at 9 a.m. Parisians are not big on breakfast or the morning in general. So I found myself wandering about narrow cobblestone streets with no coffee in sight. Yeah. Desperate. At last, a man beckoned me through a dark doorway. Cigarette, he guessed. No cigarette for breakfast, thank you. Do you have coffee? He used his fingers to indicate 1 inch. No. I said. Plus grande. Oh, he said. Americain. Then I asked for milk for it. Judgment and horror battled for control over the barista's face. I was to understand there would be none of that here. By that, I mean milk in my coffee. I sipped what he gave me, fantastic, and watched the swiftly passing Parisians, who are like their coffees, short, intense, acidic. This is the land where was born the concept of existential dread. I ordered another coffee and a pain au chocolat and worked on my computer for hours while spying on the patrons. One man lingered as long as me, squeezing an afternoon out of the morning. He began by smoking a cigar, then slowly killed a bottle of wine, then a cappuccino. Then he bookended it with another cigar. Then nothing. No companion, no book, no computer, no food. He sat with his hands flat on the empty table. Just a black hole. Well, hello, devil. We begin again. And then I did actually marry another one just like him. It was awful. Can everybody who performed come up and introduce yourself and take a bow?
Hi, I'm Olivia.
I'm Sean Kennerly.
I'm Thomas.
I'm Kylan Lunsford.
I'm Maddie, and wait, I have a story about Darcy selling the last of Kurt Cobain's DNA to pay for the tour. Okay, so Dame Darcy, I went on tour with Lisa. She let me play the lead, which was very nice of her, and my brother Jen, who's over there. But so Dame Darcy, yeah, she organized the whole thing, and she found a lock of Kurt Cobain's hair in storage because Courtney Love gave her a lock of Kurt Cobain's hair to make a doll for her in the 90s. There's actually a YouTube video of them making dolls together with like the human hair. And so Dame Darcy was like, oh my God, I'm gonna sell this on eBay. And then Courtney's lawyers somehow intercepted it, and she only got $15,000 for it. So I feel like she could have gotten more. That's like, maybe there was root attached to it. Maybe it was DNA, you know? Okay, anyways, thank you.
I'm Quinn.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Jack, and I'm charging $20,000.
So I played Courtney Love, but my actual name is Courtney Harding.
I'm Marin Moreno. Tink.
I'm Lee.
I'm Elisa. Oh, well, it's not my last name, but I have been using Elisa Suckdog as my artist name for like 10 years. I'm a big fan. It's really nice to meet you.
I'm Ariel.
I'm Laura Young.
I'm Rick Royer. I played the psoriasis lady.
I'm Christine. I was the Nazi-loving Lisa.
My name is Danny Tantrum. Danny Tantrum.
No, I'm Brian. And Lisa came in to see my band, Acid 87, in Pittsburgh when we played. It was awesome. Thank you so much. Acid 87. Thank you.
And then they came into my living room, and it was awesome.
Oh, the sign language. I remember you were showing us that. It was like half partial. It was this is fucking up the ass, right?
Well, no, that's the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Here's some sign language for you. Okay, so this is walking. This is fucking, and this is fucking up the ass. Go back up there. So, now y'all take a bow. Oh, where's Costas?
He's right here. Did you?
Oh, so he's here.
And I played Jean-Louis Costa, and my name is Matteo.
Can you all take a bow together? Olivia? Do you have the you know what's? Olivia? Do you have the roses? You forgot them? So, actually, we got 24 roses for you guys, and we were gonna throw them at your feet like the opera, but they got left at the job. but just imagine it, like. And wait, I want to bow with you guys. Between two of my men. And thank you so much, everybody, for bringing all this to life. It's so many good bad memories. I'm really honored. And if anybody wants to buy any of those books or whatever, I gotta get some gas money. Like always.